Hello, people of YouTube. This is Gray's Guitars. I am Steve Gray. Thank you for watching. Today, we are looking at some Ibanez Headless guitars. Their Q series. They are bringing out some new models for the series. I know this video is a little bit later than I usually upload these on a Saturday, but what are you going to do? I was trying to do a garage sale and sell a few guitars this morning. Didn't work out. Didn't work out. I'm going to try it again maybe tomorrow morning too for a couple hours, see if I get any bites. But anyway, let's talk about how Ibanez is going to double down on its quest to conquer the headless guitar market with 4 of its best-looking Q Series models to date. As the popularity of headless guitars continues to boom, the Japanese firm has dropped 4 new models in a bid to make its quest range more appealing than ever before. So let's take a look here. So back in 2021, Ibanez launched its Quest range of electric guitars, and doing so branched out into the headless guitar market for the first time. The drop, headlined by Ichikai Nito, if I'm saying that right, first ever signature model, Japanese artist, that's the gentleman right there, I believe, pitted the Japanese firm in a completely new arena and saw them squared up to the likes of Strandberg, who are considered to be the market's leading headless manufacturer. It was a savvy move from Ibanez, which clearly set its sights on captivating on the growing popularity of headless models. This trend has continued to grow. In 2024, Sinister Gates is due a headless Kiesel anytime now, and that's not exclusive to progressive rock circles. Just look at Jacob Collar's Wild Strandberg signature. I don't even know what that is. Let's take a look here. Oh, there you go. So as such, Ibanez has decided to double down on its quest to dominate the headless market with a revamped Cube Series expansion pack, some of which has been helpfully demoed by Ichikai Naito himself. 4 models have been unveiled in Ibanez's latest wave of headless guitars, and all of them stand up to the line's best-looking models to date. So there's one here. I like this finish. I think this is a 7-string, isn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. But the most accessible model of the HSS configuration, the Q54W 6-string, arrives with a copper metallic matte finish, so not a big fan of matte myself. It looks to be a new take on the flagship Q54. Its specs, aside from the white pickguard, are all the same, meaning there are Naito bodies, 3-piece roasted maple, Bubinga Wizard C neck, and 24 fret roasted maple fingerboard. Q58 R1 pickups are in charge of tones, with the guitar also offering Ibanez monotune bridge. So I've heard good things about this bridge. Some of the headless guitars, you hear really bad things about the bridges. Looks like they are spacing these a little bit farther apart for better tuning. So Ibanez has also dropped a 7-string version of the model, which has the added bonus of a cosmic blue low gloss finish that sits atop a Pobler burl top. It is notably the first time Pobler burl has been used for this particular model, which otherwise follows the specs of the Q54W. Elsewhere, the 2 humbucker dual humbucker, there's a typo right there. Quest guitar has been added. First is the Q52 PB, also includes that cosmic blue low gloss, which I like that finish right there. Low gloss Pobler burl top finish with a regular variant, while the QX52 MGM adds a metallic gray right there, matte colorway to the multi-scale 6-string. Yeah, multi-scale. That's neat. Got the, I believe it's called fan fretted. I wouldn't mind having one of these because I've never had a headless guitar. I've never had a fan fretted guitar, so it's checking off a couple boxes for me. Now, if only it had an Evertune on there, and then a lot of boxes checked. Like the HSS model, the 2 humbucker builds, both Naito bodies. Naito, I think, is just like a version of, if I remember correctly, we'll look that up real quick. I think it's just a type of mahogany. Naito. Hardwood species, growing in rainforest Southeast Asia. Yeah, it kind of looks similar to mahogany. Much closer to mahogany. Yeah, okay. The great pace comes to hardness. Wood is much harder and heavier. Here we go. We can go ahead and take a look at that in a moment here. So we consider the original Q4 to be the best headless guitar currently available, giving the flagship model a 5-star rating and failing to find any faults with it by adding some flashy new tops, finishes, range. Ibanez has made its Quest family even more appealing. Now we only see one direction. Ibanez takes the Q series next. Tremolos. Yeah, that's going to happen. So let's see here if anybody says. Sheep body, they're saying. 4 pieces. Let's see here. Let's do with the old Control F. Will it let me while I'm recording? M-A-H. There we are. Here we go. Let's see, I don't know, but something like basswood response, maybe Poblar, which I happen to think is very underrated and older. Just a touch of mahogany mixed in. Okay, they're talking about a mixing in here. These are just some people's experiences with it. Looks a lot like mahogany. Yeah, okay, so it's kind of like, looks like some sort of aspect of kind of similar to mahogany. It's a type of hardwood. That's all you need to know. So let's go ahead and see what they got. I think I've done a video before. I'm not a big metal pickup person, I'll be honest. I think I've said that before. This looks really friggin' neat. That color variant right there. The Poblar tops are pretty nice too. I like this one. Like that color. I think this is an old one. What is this, the 7 string of this one? Let's click on this one out of curiosity. Is this a fan fret or no? I wonder if they're doing the Evo Gold here. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there's 6 strings. Let's see here. Natural flat. So Wizard C, ebony fretboard. Okay, ebony fretboard. It's got the Naoto body. Yeah, Evo Gold. I wonder if they're doing the Evo Gold. It looks like they're not doing that on all of them. Yeah, it looks like it's just that specific one they were doing the Evo Gold on. Is this the same thing? What's this, a 7? 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's a shame that the 6-string version of that isn't fan fretted. I don't think it is, right? Yeah, no, that's just a straight pull. But, yeah, I've been digging the headless guitars. I don't own one. I played, what the heck was it? An ERT? I think it was an ERT, E-A-R-T, or E-ART, however you say it. At a Guitar Center, they had one used, and it was, like, I've never played something lighter. Like, I have an SG that weighs, like, almost 7 pounds, but is, like, 6 point something or other. I did a video about the weight of guitars not that long ago. But this thing had to be under 5 pounds. It felt like a feather. It felt like I could whip it across the entire room, and it would just float gently down. I don't know what the heck they're using to make them so light. But Ibanez has always made good stuff. You know, they make some really cheap stuff too, but these things are going to set you back a little pretty penny, I think. So let's see here if we can find a model here. Let's see here. Q57. Let's see. We'll do a search here. Ibanez. Shopping. What are they going to set you back? Okay. So, yeah, they're going to set you back around $1,000, which for something like this is definitely not unheard of. What I would definitely recommend, because headless guitars are something that are still, you got a used one, I guess, for $800. That's an option too, go used. I think what I would recommend for these is physically try a headless guitar. It doesn't have to be this exact headless guitar, but just know the tuning is going to be weird, because your tuning is all down, you know, at the bridge. It's not at the neck. The weight is going to feel very wonky to you. Maybe strap position also may feel weird to you. I mean, they do give you 2 straps on these, which is really nice. The shape you may not like. Your best bet is just to go physically grab one, try it, see if you like it. I know some brands hate it because you can't really advertise the name. If you get rid of the headstock, you know, where the heck do you put the name, the brand on the guitar? And while it does say Ibanez, you know, if I click on this, it's very small. It is technically at the top of the headstock. I feel like you're losing a lot of real estate for it, and that's why you don't see more companies doing it. Now, Strandberg actually, or is it Strandberg? Let's see what they mention here. Yeah, Strandberg. So they physically put their name on the guitar body, not the headstock. So it says, you know, it's out of the way. You're not touching that spot very often. So it's not like you're going to wear it out. But, you know, Ibanez decided, let's put a tiny bit of extra piece of wood on the top so we can still have our name on it. which wouldn't surprise me if other companies go that route too. I haven't really seen that many companies do headless. I think Rondo Music Agile does them. You have eArt, one of the cheaper ones, Ibanez, Strandberg, but you don't see Fender doing it. You don't see Gibson doing it. That's for sure, because heaven forbid they create a guitar without a headstock. Wouldn't that be hilarious though? Just imagine a Gibson Les Paul without a headstock. Everybody complains that they break, which there is an issue with there. You got to be a little extra careful with the Gibson headstocks, especially if you don't have a volute on the back of them. But I think that would be hilarious. I think there's a guy on YouTube, I think he's Irish. I want to say it's like 66 Guitar or something like that. He actually went ahead and converted a Gibson into a headless guitar, and I think that would be one of the most hilarious things if Gibson actually made a headless model. They can do it like a studio model, make it on the cheaper end. But we actually saw that with an SG2. I think there was one on Reverb. I think Trogley, if you're familiar with him. He did a video on it where he actually bought that guitar where the headstock broke, so they converted it into a headless guitar. And, if it works, it works. If it plays, it plays. That's all I really have to say about that. But takes out one factor. You won't get a headstock break, 9 out of 10, because there's not a headstock. So you can't break what's not there. That is one major positive, especially if you're traveling a lot and gigging a lot and going to like other countries, other states, other whatever. Is that you can't break something that's not there. So I'll leave you at that. Thank you for watching. Hit that subscribe button, turn on that notification bell, like, share, comment, all that fun stuff. And as always, have a good one.